everybody, welcome to season 2 of Beyond Bricks. I'm Kevin Stewart, and I am so stinking excited to be back doing something that I love, something that I'm passionate about, and something that is important to me. If you guys listen and were involved in any of our past episodes, you'll know this is something that I feel is a give back, is a way for me to share with you, share with anybody out there, the things that I've learned, the things that I know, the things that I've been taught from other people. This isn't necessarily about me, but it's about sharing the things that I've been blessed with, the things that I've been doing. Last year, we had a good time. We just kind of went. We rolled with it. We ran with what we had. We wanted to do something fun, and we just decided to go for it. So what did we do? We did what a lot of people do. You go online, you buy a camera for your computer, you buy a microphone, you sit down and you start talking. And that's what we did last year. And I think it went well. I enjoyed it. I appreciated it. We got some good feedback on it. But this year we decided to go a little different. So what we did is we've gone out and we've decided this time we're going to be bigger, we're going to be bolder, and we're going to be better. So when I say that, when I say bigger, we're going to have a bigger purpose. I'm going to bring to you guys a bigger purpose. I have learned so much in 2024. In 2024, it was a big year, a continued year of learning for me. And the ability to now bring some of that to you guys in 25 is going to be super special for me. I'm going to enjoy it. But we want to give you better content. I want to bring to you more prepared content, better conversations. I want to bring to you better guests. I want to bring more guests. This year, we're going to bring on a lot of people. I promise you, you have my word that we're going to bring on a lot of people onto this show that they're going to share their message and they're going to give it to you directly. So instead of me telling you about it, I'm going to have them tell you about it. I'm going to enjoy it. So we're going to commit to having a more clear vision and a bigger purpose for what we're doing. The second thing is we're going to be bolder. As you're seeing right now, much bolder production. As I'm looking around the room, I'm seeing people this time. Last time I was by myself speaking into a camera. This time I get to be with people. So we have partnered with Bolt. They are awesome. EJ's been a friend of mine. In fact, I'm going to share with you guys a little later as we're talking through our message for today and the overarching theme of today's show. But the way that myself and EJ got to this point in and of itself is a very cool story. I've been a friend of his for a while, and I'm super excited to be involved with Bolt. I believe they're going to help us bring a great product out there into the world, and I'm pumped for what they're going to do with it. Last thing is just, again, better content. We want better content for you guys. We want you to want to come back. We want you to share these episodes. We want you to go out there and send it to your friend. If you hear something or you see something inside of it that means something to you, please share the content, because the point of this is to help others and help each other and get through this thing we call life together. So last year, if you listened to any of the podcasting or you were around our team or around our company at all last year, you knew, and you'll see it right here if you look to the left of me, Mamba Mentality was our company theme. We always develop a theme inside of our year. I believe it's a great thing to point to. It's a great thing to be able to look back throughout the year and run with a singular theme. And last year was Mamba Mentality. We needed that. We needed the go-to idea of the constant quest of the best version of yourself. We wanted to become better people. Myself and my team wanted to become better. It was very important to us. And so we centered our whole year around that. We focused our energy around that. But as we wanted to build on that, we sat down and we're like, how do you go next level with something like that? And we spent a lot of time, we spent in a lot of conversation, and what kept coming back to us was positivity. The idea of positivity and sharing and spreading positivity just kept coming back over and over and over inside of us. And we couldn't help but think, man, in this world that we have right now, how much better would it be if we could be a voice of positivity? What would it look like if we as a community and we as a company and we help our community and those around us create a mindset of positivity? What if we created a culture of positivity around us? Because guys, the world is not positive right now. I hate to say it, and it stinks. It's frustrating to me at times. It's just not as positive as it should be. People don't think positively, unfortunately. And so what we want to do is we want to be that voice of positivity for our community. And so this year we created a theme. We called it the power of positivity, and understanding that there is real power behind a positive mindset. The first book of the year that we're reading is sitting right over there on the table, The Secret. We're about halfway through, a little more than halfway through that book as a team right now. And the idea and the mindset of bringing things into your life and using your vibrational frequency to call things out into your life and to bring them. I believe, guys, I truly believe that the vibrational frequency of that conversation that we were having towards the end of the year is why I'm sitting in this chair right now, working with the staff that I'm working with to produce a high quality product for you. That frequency brought the conversation with me and EJ, and it was organic. It happened because we had a positive mindset. We created this culture of positivity. We use things like The Secret, the mindset of The Secret, to call into our lives the things that we needed. We just started saying it out loud. Sometimes you just got to say things out loud. So what do we want to do? We want to manifest the world we want through positivity. We want to manifest it. We want to bring it out through just being positive people. So for us, that was the clear next step. That was what we wanted to do, because the world is just a negative place and we want to create this culture of positivity. So my son, inside this conversation, I was speaking with Ben Wilson. He was on the show at the end of last year, at the end of season 1. And he shared with us his power number, the things that are important to him as far as the people that he surrounds himself with, as well as the non-negotiables of his company. I've shared those in mine as well. So we had this great conversation, and I was talking with him about our theme. And I just shared the vulnerability of Ben for the first time. I truly believe for probably the first time in my life, I know I'm on the right path. I know it. I'm 100% sold out in the fact that I know I'm on the right path. I'm doing the right things with the right people, and I just need to keep pushing forward. And I started talking with him about what would it look like if we created this amazing mix of positive people. We started name dropping all sorts of individuals that we knew, the Rory Vadens of the world, individuals of books that I've read, of podcasts I've listened to. And we started saying, you know what, let's just start talking about it more. Let's start getting into this more. So one of those people that I find, and I hope to someday have the opportunity to meet and get to know, is an artist. It's a music artist. His name is Nico Moon. If you have not listened to Nico Moon, you need to listen to Nico Moon. He makes some of the most positive music I've ever listened to in my whole life. I absolutely love listening to his music. It is refreshing. It's what the world needs. And we need more artists like him. We need more Nico Moons. But inside that, every Sunday morning, my tradition and my family is I get up and I make breakfast for the family. It's something that I've been doing since my kids have been born. And every single Sunday morning, I get up and I make pancakes for the kids. I make Mickey pancakes. They get blueberry surprises in the ears. We have a great time. And when I'm doing that, when I'm working inside the kitchen, I turn on music. Typically, I'm turning on some resemblance of country music because I think country music is fun. So what I'm doing inside that is my kids are listening to this positive music. We're not listening to negative music on Sunday mornings. No way. And my son and daughter both have become huge Nico Moon fans. They ask for him in the car. They want to do it when they're going places. They sing his songs when they're walking around. It is adorable. I love every second of it. But myself and my wife, as a special birthday surprise at the end of the year, decided to take Jesse to his first concert. Guess who we took him to? We found that Nico Moon was playing in Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is across the other side of the state. And we did something that was probably one of, if not the highlight of my year. We took our son on a Jesse only weekend. Myself and my wife took him to Grand Rapids to go see Nico Moon. But I have to tell you the strange story of this. This is the positivity side. The morning of, we buy tickets and we bought them on StubHub. And the morning of, we're lying in bed, super excited, getting ready to get up and go. And my wife opens her email and goes, "Oh no, Kevin, what's happening? Read this. Are you reading this the same way?" And I was like, "Babe, what's going on?" I look at her phone and they had canceled our tickets. Our son's getting ready to wake up to something that he's been looking forward to as a part of his birthday present. And our tickets have been canceled. She goes, what do we do? Do we cancel the trip? Do we pivot? Do we go somewhere else? What do we do? And I said, no, this is what we're going to do. We're going to figure it out. I said, we're going to get in the car. We're going to go to Grand Rapids, and we're going to be positive no matter what. So as we're going, I'm talking to my son on the way, and we're talking about the positive mindset of, and we forewarned him, because when he gets something in his head, man, it has to go that way. And he gets very particular ideas in his head and he runs with it. But I needed my son to realize that there was a chance he wasn't going to get to see his favorite artist sing, and he wasn't going to get to go to his first concert. I needed him to understand that and be okay with that. So we kind of played that up, and he, much to his credit, right away was like, Dad, it's okay. I'm excited. He was excited because he was going with us, because we were having a family trip. We're looking at it as he's excited about the concert. He was excited because he got to go with Mom and Dad to do something special. And all weekend, he was like, it's okay, Dad, it's okay. I'm just excited to be here. The amount of thank yous, and Dad, this is the best week ever that we got that weekend. This is a one-night trip to Grand Rapids. He still talks about it, and it's months later. He's probably, I would say we created a core memory because of this trip. But we decided the whole time to be positive. We went to the museum. We go, and I go to the venue, and I'm at the venue, and I'm sitting there going, oh goodness, let's hope we can figure out some tickets. We walk up and there's general admission. General admission is still a thing. There was some still available. And she's like, oh, good, we've got general admission. I'm like, okay. So for those of you who don't know, my wife has MS. It's something that we've worked through for a long time. And she's been having some struggles. So she's been walking with a cane, and she has a harder time standing. Also, my son has some sensory issues. So if he gets in a big crowd, we were worried a little bit about this with the concert. And so what we did is we had a booth, these great seats set up, and we were super pumped for it because we're like, this will be good for him. But those seats were gone, and all that was left was standing room only. So I'm like, all right, let's figure this out. I'm making every call I can. I'm texting everybody I can, saying, hey, anybody got a connection, a hookup, this, that, what do we got? Again, go to wing it. I send them back to the hotel. I walk up to the front and I explain our story. The gal goes, oh yeah, you need to always buy them directly through this. Like StubHub has the right to do that. But since they were through StubHub, there's really nothing we can do. I can sell you general admission, so on and so forth. I tell her a little bit about my son and then my wife, and she goes, oh, problem solved. She said, this is no problem. Buy general admission tickets, and we're going to have you sit in our ADA section, which turned out great. She said, come back here. We're not going to have you wait in line. Come back, find this guy. He kind of waved at me, and just walk up to him, and he's going to get you guys taken care of. It was a beautiful situation. I'm still going, well, I guess we're going to see how this goes. We come back exactly like she said. We're one of the first people in the door. We go up. We are literally front row, stage left, right? So we're getting ready. My son gets a t-shirt. I get a hoodie. It says good vibes only on the back. Like, how stinking cool is that? I'm like, this guy is my people. He speaks my language, and I love it. We're sitting there, and we take a picture. Myself and my son take a picture of us over the rail, like waiting for his first concert. And like I've been taught by the more intelligent people in my life, like EJ and Adriana on my team, tag people. So I tag Nico Moon in this, and Nico Moon likes the story and comments into it. My son then goes, Dad, we're going to get to meet Nico Moon. And I go, oh boy, this thing just accelerated fast. We went from going to a concert to I'm going to meet my favorite artist. Holy cow, how are we going to do this? I'm not kidding you. I texted inside a text stream with some friends of mine. I said, well, this is what's going on. I said, guess we're going to meet Nico Moon, because Jesse just called it out into existence. He's being positive. He's been positive all day. I think he's going to get to meet Nico Moon. We get to the end of the concert. Nico's walking by, and he exits right in front of us. I yell, hey, Nico. I said, my son's at his first concert. And he goes, give me your phone. Handed my phone. Selfies with my son. My son's first concert. He gets a selfie with his favorite artist, and a concert that we didn't even have tickets to, that we didn't think we were going to get to go to. But that whole experience happened because we maintained a positive attitude. We believed in the power of positivity. We believed that it was going to happen, and it was going to work out, and we were going to make it work. And that no matter what, we were going to stay positive, and we were going to be happy through that. I believe that the positivity is what created that scenario. I believe because we put it into the world, and my son and my wife, we all put it into the world. We had a core memory now for our family, of a core memory for our son. So the power of positivity is real. And I'm going to challenge you a couple times today, but I want to challenge you to think about, are you positive? Are you truly positive? What are you doing? What is your plan? Do you have a plan for positivity? What are you doing when things don't go your way? So as we're breaking this down, we broke down 5 ways that we as a company are going to commit to having a positive attitude and being the voice of positivity this year. So there's 5 things that we decided we're going to do. And I want to share those with you today. And what I'm hoping they do is I'm hoping that they jog something inside you and you'll join the positivity movement with us, that you're going to see this and share this and say, hey, I want to be a part of this movement. I want to be around people who are positive, because positivity matters. So the first thing is giver's gain. It's a mindset. Giver's gain. We want to provide value first. We're not going to worry about ourselves. We're going to provide value. I'm filming this on a Thursday. I'll always be filming this on a Thursday. Thursday is now my give back day. I decided this year I'm going to give on Thursdays. I'm going to do things like podcasting. I'm going to do things like sharing messages. I'm going to do things like coach other people, spend time in mentorship with other people. I'm going to be mentored myself. It's a growth day for me. I want to give back first. I want to be somebody who has the mindset of giving before I expect to receive. Are you giving first, or are you always expecting someone to give to you? Are you giving of yourself? Are you giving of your talents? Are you giving of the things that you have? Are you giving of your money? Are you giving of all the blessings that you have in your life? Are you doing that? Are you doing it from the right place? Are you doing it from your heart? Are you doing it in the way that we've been called to do? So ask yourself that, and then challenge yourself to be someone who gives first. Because if you give first from a place of positivity, it's almost impossible not to receive back joy. And joy is going to be the core nucleus of how you maintain a positive life. The second thing is you have to believe in the process. You have to have a process first. You have to create one, but you have to believe in the process. You have to believe that the things you're doing are for a reason and that they're right. You have to believe in that. Positivity isn't going to just happen by nature. Bad days are going to happen, but you have to believe that when you change your mindset and when you change your thinking, that the tide is going to turn. You have to believe it's possible. Over on the wall to my right is our non-negotiables as a company. The very last one is believe. You have Ted Lasso, Ultimate Positivity, literally my favorite show ever. I love Ted Lasso. I carry a lot of this stuff around. Shoot, I have Ted Lasso socks on right now because I want to surround myself with positive thinking. He's a positive mentor, whether he meant to be or not. Even though he's a character on a TV show, he's an incredibly positive mentor. You have to believe. That's something that matters so much. You have to believe in the process of being positive. You have to define your why. You have to create a plan, and then you have to daily work at it. You have to work at it every single day, every single moment, because it doesn't just happen unless you make it happen. Third, you have to intentionally leave your mark. You got to intentionally leave your mark on the world. What are you doing to leave your mark? What is your leave behind for this world? Have you thought about your leave behind for this world? What are people going to remember when you're gone? Because one day we're all going to be gone. One day I'm going to be gone. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. It's the only guarantee in life is that it's going to end one day. I want to leave behind something that's special. I want to leave behind a legacy. And now I want to leave behind a legacy that's positive for the world. I want the world to know that I lived it, that I lived a life of joy and a life of happiness. I want people to, when I'm gone, go, man, I miss Kevin's laugh. I miss his goofy laugh. I miss that positive guy because, man, my life was better when he was here. I want that type of legacy, but you have to intentionally leave your mark. In the next 24 hours on the leave your mark, I'm going to challenge you to do something because I did this last year. I did this last year. I was having some, just a couple down weeks, right? And I was frustrated with some things. I was frustrated with the way some things were going. And I decided, again, through conversations with friends, because that matters, they lifted me up and said, okay, what are you doing to be positive? What are you doing to make other people's day better? So what I decided to do is I decided to smile for 24 hours. Nothing but smiles. Every person I saw, it was a hello and a smile. I smiled at everybody. It was amazing what happened around me and how much better I started to feel. And I would like to think that maybe some of them felt better too. And I could tell you see someone's mood immediately jump up by just a simple smile. But how often do we go and order our coffee in the morning and not even look at the barista that's taking our order and take our coffee and just roll back out? We do it all the time. How many times do we get taken care of with the server and we act like they're just here to take care of us? And so we just are in our own little world looking at our phone, blah, 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 blah. Like that's the world that we live in, unfortunately. But how important, maybe that person needs your smile. They just need you to be nice. And if you can focus on that for 24 hours, what would happen? What would it look like? So take 24 hours. Take 24 hours in your life and just smile at people. See what it does. See how that begins to intentionally leave your mark. If you just do that, see how you can start making the world a more positive place. The fourth thing that we've committed to, find the silver lining. There's always light. This is something that's very easy for me. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. If you've ever studied Enneagrams, my sister actually got me into studying Enneagram tests. It's a personality test. It's super old. It's super cool. If you've never done it for yourself, your family, your friends, I suggest you do it. It gives a really good insight into how to communicate with each other and how to help each other. So my company has done this study for years with each other, and we've tested ourselves, and then we share how to interact with each other. So I'm a 7. There are 1 through 9 different types, and none of them are bad. They all have their downsides. Trust me, every single personality has their downsides. But I'm a 7, which means by nature, I believe that everything is blue skies and rainbows. I am like the quintessential positive person. Like, forget the glass is half full. I'm like, no, the glass is getting ready to overflow any minute. I swear it's going to be just fine. I'm the person that can spin good out of almost any bad situation. It's just what I do. It's my spiritual gift. I am who I am. I love it about me. Some people probably think it's annoying, but and it has its faults, but it's the piece that I struggle with probably the least, is finding the silver lining. But are you looking for silver linings when things don't go right, when things are tough? Are you looking at how that may go well? When you get the email that the tickets are canceled for the big event for your son, are you saying, I'm going to call and I'm going to scream and I'm going to yell and I'm going to go nuts on somebody? Because that was a little bit of my first instinct, but I took a breath because I've committed to this. I took a deep breath and said, nah, we're not going to go down that path. We're going to go down the path of positivity and we're going to see how that works. Are you doing that? Are you finding the silver lining and seeing the truth behind what's going on in your life? Are you doing that? The 5th, you got to have a winning mindset. I believe in winning. That goes back to Mamba mentality. That goes back to being committed to win every single day and saying, no matter what, I am going to win. I'm going to figure this out. You have to have a winning mindset. You have to know where to find wins. You have to know and be committed and look for the wins. Who isn't happy when they win? I'm a huge Detroit Lions fan. I still can't talk about it. It's still super tough for me. I couldn't even watch football last weekend. I'm not even convinced I want to watch the Super Bowl. I'm that hurt by the Detroit Lions losing. It's unbelievable to me that you can see it in my face. I can't even handle the conversation yet. I'm hurt by it. But how good does it feel to win? The reason I wanted it is because I knew how good it would feel to win. And you want to know what? For me, I loved watching how happy everybody was. I loved watching my friends get excited. I loved going out. I loved being in Rochester and watching the home bakery have Amon-Ra St. Brown in the window and having him come to this town and having a 3 to 4 hour wait for baked goods so that they get the chance at getting Lions tickets. what that did for our community. Holy cow. You want to talk about a positive thing that was almost like a oops? I was devastated because the winning mindset is fun. It creates so much fun and positivity. But again, like I've done in the past, going back to silver lining, I've already had conversations with my friends. Well, guess what, guys? Don't worry. Next year, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, it'll be great. They're not prepared. Yesterday, they released the Super Bowl logo. We were just talking about it before. Guess what's in the Super Bowl? The Super Bowl designed logo for next year. The colors are blue and white. There's a lot of conspiracy around this. I think it's fun. I think it's a little goofy. My team, we get into some conspiracy theory a lot. It's kind of fun. It's kind of goofy for us. It's a fun way to talk through stress of the day is to talk about a little conspiracy theory every now and again. But man, if you follow the last 5 years, the people in the Super Bowl, their colors are in that logo. It's a thing. Next year, blue and white. Holy cow, we're going to the Super Bowl, y'all. Like, I'm already ready for it. I'm already pumped up. I'm still a little hurt, but I'm pumped up. But it's because I'm finding that winning mindset. I'm deciding that I'm going to have a winning mindset, and that's going to help create positivity and bring positivity into my life. I want nothing but good vibes. I want nothing but good vibes and good feelings for you guys. I hope that as you're listening today, you can pick out 2 or 3 things. So my end challenge to you is to pick out one, just one, even if it's the 24-hour smile challenge. But what are you doing? What intentionally are you doing inside your day to be a positive person? First, are you a positive person? Maybe you're sitting and listening to this going, man, no, I'm kind of a negative Nancy by nature. I struggle with positivity. That's okay. Surround yourself with more positive people. Listen to more positive music. Listen to positive podcasts. Put things in your ears. Put things in your ears that are going to tell you it's okay. Get rid of the distractions of negativity. Get that out. Roll out with that. Like, stop doing it. No negative people, no negative influences. Go away from it. If you see things and you start going down paths, start asking yourself why. But what I want you to do, and my challenge for you is I want you to come up with one thing. What's one thing you're going to commit to doing? And my challenge is daily. What's one thing you're going to do every day that's going to help spread the message of positivity? And it can be super small. But what are you going to do? What is the one thing that you're going to decide, this is what I'm going to do? This is going to help me leave my mark on the world. Because I think we need to leave a positive mark on the world. Guys, every single one of you out there has talents. Every single one of you is built for something wonderful. You're built for something beautiful. You're built for greatness. Go out there and be yourself, because the world needs you to be yourself. Have a good day, guys. Bye.